This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and I'm back with another video over Thunder at Dawn, the Battle of Wilson's Creek, August 10th, 1861. And this is Volume 5 of the American Civil War series Revolution Games has, based on the blind sword system. And this volume's designer is Claude Whalen. Developer is Roger Miller. Art, Rick Barber, Charles Keebler, Mark Mahaffey. And the rules and charts layout is Richard Handwith. Revolution Games 2021. Now this oil painting here was done by N.C. Wyeth, W-Y-E-T-H. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wyeth, maybe it's Wyeth. He was a painter in the early 1900s. This was actually painted in 1920, and I believe it was for I don't know if it was for like a mural or just a painting to hang on. I think it was just a painting to hang on the wall there in one of the public buildings. But you can look him up. I'll try to put a link to his work. And he actually had two paintings, I guess he did, on the Battle of Wilson's Creek. But so I was curious about who painted this, and so I found that out, and I thought I'd share it. So I guess the copyright has passed. It's 70 years, I think. Is it 70 or 30? Maybe it's 70. Anyway, there's so much older stuff that you can, I guess, use, read for free, all this other, because the copyright's passed. So somebody else might know more about that. But I was looking up here on the video. I want to correct this. When Sturgis passed by Bloody Hill, he did not go through this hex. So they do not get control of that. That's still uncontrolled. So that means that, let's see. They're going to lose some points here. I think it's the last, let's see. I think they would lose 2 points. So they're only going to be at 8, I believe. I think so. And we're going to start the 640 turn. I've already added in the wild chits and the commander chits. I wanted to look over here at the broken track. As you can see, the Confederates have quite a few units on the broken track. Now, if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4 that are available have a 1 cohesion, so they're just going to be hard to rally them or return them back unless we're using the rally kit. Now, McIntosh's units would be easy to rally or return, rebuild, not rebuild. They're not being, well, I guess, whatever it is that the term that they use for coming back to the map. But maybe it is rebuild. But anyways, whatever it may be. Slack has a pretty good chance. Clark has a pretty good chance. But Cawthorn, Parson, and Pierce there, they really don't have much chance. Doesn't mean that wouldn't maybe take a chance. I mean, you might as well with some of these, you know, go ahead and try to get them to come back. But you're just not much of a chance. So, wanted to point that out. And then up here, these are going to be the low ammo, fine ammo chips that can be added. And we've only got one unit that's been eliminated, and that's Siegel's cavalry unit, the 2nd U.S. Dragoons. So, something else I wanted to point out here before we actually get started is here, this unit here, this DR/WR/HG, that's the the home guards. They were actual, some of these were like bodyguards for Lion. So I'm not for sure about what DA and WR stand for. I know they had some units from Illinois, and that is actually Kansas. So is this. Got Kansas, Iowa, and I don't know what happened to the Illinois units. There's some more Kansas. So somehow or other, the Illinois, I guess that was just maybe a company or something of them. Maybe not very many Illinois, so they just didn't include that. Well, they incorporated them into another counter there, maybe. So you can look up the order of battle and you know, so maybe I can look through some of my other reference books, so forth. But I don't really have that much on the Wilson Creek battle. So okay. So we need to add these chips down here to the cup, and let's see, Union get to pick 2, and they need to do some rallying, so I'm going to be sure and get that one. And let's see, Brigade Reserve Movement. I could use that maybe for Andrews if he doesn't get activated. That could come in handy somewhere. Yeah, let's just throw that one in there. And the Confederates, of course, they're wanting to rally, so they're going to throw theirs in. And then I got to turn them over and randomly pick 4 actually for the Confederates. So let's scoot these around. Oops. Okay, we just pick 4. There's 4. These are set off to the side. And then we're going to pick 3 from here. I could put them in a cup and draw them that way. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're going to move to the artillery phase. Put that to the side. And the Union get to do their artillery phase. They start their artillery phase. I think I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start over here with back off. Okay, so back off. Just gonna fire here. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's within effective range. So 6, 34. Macintosh is not supported. 34, 6. So yes, he's going to be routine on the routine column. Ooh, a 65. 6 and a 5. That's going to be a D result. So he's going to turn over and retreat. And I don't know, I always have to look up this retreat. I always get a little confused here about where. So the Confederates player is supposed to retreat toward the south or west, which is in direction of where these units are. So I guess I'm gonna have to go this way. 1, 2. We can go that way. So okay. Now I think we're going to stay here. And let's see here. I don't think Orchard blocks line of sight. No. So we could fire. We could return fire on the artillery units. We'll be firing on the largest. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to fire back right there. 55. 55 at 4. And they have a cohesion of only 2. So that's going to be routine. And a 51. Depleted. Okay, so the biggest one is going to be depleted. Flip him over. There we go. All right, next we've got right here. Let's see what we got here. Where's my tweezers? Okay, so DeBow, he's up at 5. And this guy, he's actually had a steep slope, so I think he would be hidden due to that. Or he would not be able to see him. He could see this guy, this guy, this guy. And I think the same thing's going to apply. No, we're not going to apply there. So he could fire here. This guy can fire here. So this see, we're going to go with Totten. There's actually 6 units, 6 strength here against Pierce. So we've got 6, almost canister, 44, and he's got a CR of 3, 44, and we got 6. It's going to be routine. And we rolled a 26, routine 26. Morale hit and retreat 2. So the top unit takes a morale hit. So he's shaken and retreat 2. We'll go back that way. Okay, so now Totten is finished. We'll put Deichler, 2nd Kansas B on top. Alright, the Confederates get their activation. And let's see here. Let's go over here. Pull back a little bit. This is going to be range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be long range. So he's at half, so he's firing with only 2 strengths. 12 is going to be not effective. Turn him over. And then we go back over here toward Buddy Hill. And we've got Du Bois, and let's see here. If he fires a McIntosh here, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got any of these guys here, but he's also got Pierce, 1, 2, 3. He's going to go with the bigger unit. So he's going to go with this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still going to be, well, with the cohesion, though, he's got a better chance of doing something against Pierce, but we want to try to do some damage to McIntoshes. So we've got a 4, 42, 4, not effective. Okay, because he's got a 4. Okay, so Du Bois is done. And we come back to, we've actually got 2 Confederate artillery pieces left. We've got Bledsoe and Woodruff. Pull back from both. Woodruff, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's gonna fire right there. Because this guy's already got, he's shaken, and he's got -1 to his CR, so he's only going to have a 1. And I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be long, but he's got a pretty good chance due to the fact that the unit's only got a CR of 1. So only a 14. So bad roll. Okay. Then we go over to Bledsoe. And let's see, Bledsoe. I was on level 2. So he's still on level 2. So he's not really going to have to fire over this Pierce unit. He's going to fire right there. I probably need to get Bledsoe and Woodruff together, or Reed and Bledsoe together to be more effective. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's just going to be firing with a 3. Ooh, you got a 56. So Diesel has a 3. So it's going to be routine. And we got a 36. So we got a morale hit and retreat 2 for the top unit. So this unit takes a morale hit, and he's supposed to retreat north and east. I'll put him right there. And so we turn Bledsoe, and with that, we finish the artillery phase. And now, 21 minutes in, we can start the chit draw. The chit draw phase. Okay, we got the Confederates get heroic, Union get heroic stand. I need to try to put these somewhere where I see them better. Thought about putting them up here like this, but I think I might put them over here where the cup's at. Where I'm rolling at. Okay, and then we got rally, and we can actually see about rallying maybe some people or someone. Like Siegel's unit. That's where we really need to do a rally, right over there. So, okay, with the rally, I can remove all shaken and disrupted markers from each unit in any 2 axes. Okay. Or I can conduct a rebuild attempt. Infantry, cavalry only, with 2 units increasing their CR by 2. But I can try to rebuild both of those. I want to do that. I can try to rebuild 2 units. For some reason, I was thinking it was only 1. But 2 units, and I get to increase. They have to be at least 2 hexes away from an enemy, and they are. They're not engaged. So, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just roll both dice here. Okay. I have to get force, and I didn't. I'll get a 5 and a 6. So All right, so next chip, we got the Fog of War. So we roll one dice, and it's a 6. Tactical event. So we have to look at Rule 7.3b. Okay, Siegel's artillery not firing because the Union confusion was a key reason that his attack failed. So this is where we're going to roll to see if a unit is frozen. Rolled a 3. Okay, so a United States Army's artillery unit is frozen. They can rally and rebuild, they just can't fire at any point. So let's see where are those markers? Oh, there it is. Oh, they can't move either. So I think could do it over here with back off, but also could do it up here with Totten. If I can get Pierce to move. Yeah, we're gonna affect Totten over here. So Totten here, because he's not going to be able to move or fire till after the next artillery phase. So okay, next we've got Andrews. Andrews over here. All right. 4 or less. Got a 2. All right, so they got a full activation. And let's see, what is he right here? Yeah. I think let's do a maneuver. So I'm going to do a maneuver. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, 4. We could go 5, 6, but he's going to stay right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, like that. Okay, he's done. Siegel. So now we come to the other end of the other side of the map. Um, let's see here. I really need to fall back. I think I'll do a defensive order. And that way I can remove some of these. I'll be able to, well, I've got to roll first. Not a 4, so okay. So we're going to do a defensive move and pull back so that I can remove these. But I have to be 3 hexes away to be able to do that. So I can still fire. Before I move. But to rally must be at least 3 hexes away, counting the rallying unit's hex, but not counting the enemy hex. Okay. So, okay, offensive fire. Yeah. He's got a, not really able to fire there. This guy, who's got carbines, he can't fire at this guy. He can fire at this guy. That's 3 hexes away though. Carbine doesn't fire that far. Carbine's only got range of 2. It has no extreme. So all we can do is move. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2. Cavalry can move, and defend. They can move 4. So there. This unit, 1, 2, 1, 2. So both of these guys can remove 1 level of morale or cohesion, I guess. All right. Next chit is McCulloch. Roll a 4. All right, so what we want to do is we want to attack those guns. Over here. They can't fire. So we want to take those guns. So we're going to have 1, 2. None of them can fire. I don't have anybody in range. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, he can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can't. He's not going to be able to get there. This guy goes, let's see. He wouldn't get there either. But he can go 1, 2, 3 and give support. This guy can move up there and do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. What we got here? Oh, he's disrupted. He can move to give those guys support, though. I don't know, where was he at? Is he on this side of the river? Is that where he was at? Is he back here? I think he was right there, but he might have been here. Not for sure. Not for sure, so 1, 2, 3. We'll just put him right there. For sure where he was at. I think he was right here, though. I don't think he was across this. But maybe he did because he got the additional disruption. So I think he was like right there. Or there, it doesn't matter. He could go right there. But I don't want him to go there. Okay. All right, so what we have is we don't have defensive fire because he thinks that that's friendlies. Okay, so what we're going to have is we're going to have 11 against 6. It's not going to be 2 to 1. It's going to start off 1 to 1. But we're starting in the 10-11 column. The greater CP. What do these guys have? Nope, it's going to be even. Okay. He's got smooth bores. These guys have smooth bores, so nothing there. He's on a higher slope, so that's going to drop us down 2 to 6, 7. Okay, 50% plus or artillery. That's going to increase us back up to 1, 2, 3, 14, 16. So that's where it's going to be. And we got a 46. And it's going to be a tough. Oops. Oh, wow, tough. Tough. All they have to do is retreat. All has to retreat 1. So they would retreat to there. And we're not wanting to go in there. We're got this heroic stand. But we're better off with that. That's the best. We don't want to use the heroic stand. Any other roll is going to be worse than that. So, okay, so McCulloch is going to be done. Next draw is Macintosh. Okay, Macintosh. Okay, rolled a 1, so he gets a full activation. So, now I could do a rebuild. I got 2 units over there. I got 2 more units there. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna do a rebuild. Or what you call as a regroup. So, okay. And we're gonna try to rebuild. First off, we've got these over here fighting Seagull. Okay. He's shaking. So he's only at a 2. Okay, I'm gonna regroup him so he removes this. That's what he does. The other unit is gonna try to do a rebuild. So 3 or less. 2. So he rebuilds. Okay, and then over on the broken track over here, we've got 2 units there. So turn this stuff this way. Okay. So I'm going to try that one first. 3 or less. 5, he didn't. Get to come back to the battle. He got a 3, so he does. But he cannot go back to full strength. So I'm going to find something here I can put underneath him. It's one of these blank Confederate chips. Counters. It's just blank. Put it up underneath him. And now he can come back in. Do I want him to come back in over there, over here? I guess he needs to come back over here. Where is his other? Oh, the other one's was taken out. So I think he actually was over here. Yeah. Alright, so he's going to come back in right there. Right here is where I put him. Okay. So Macintosh is finished. Okay. Next, we got Firefight for the Confederacy. And at the moment, they don't really have anybody close enough for a firefight, so we'll save that. Next, we got Union Fatigue. And we have Brigade Reserve Movement. So, right here, Okay, with this here, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna protect my artillery over here. So I'm gonna use this. Siegel's finished. I'm gonna use this to just move Siegel again. To actually move this unit here underneath. Yeah. And then move this one here. And I'll move it here. There we go. All right, so that's all of that. Time and a half. So we can save that. We need to move. Okay, we got price. Price is going to be here in the middle. 4. I rolled a 5. So he's got a limited action. And I guess it's going to be slack. Slack only has, he's got this amount of cover here, but his other units are on the broken track. One's available, but there we go. Return slack over is activated. All right, Lion. See what he does. Okay, he can activate. He can't activate Siegel. So he's got Andrews, Dietzler, Sturgis. Oh, I'll tell you what, with Dietzler, I could do I can remove these markers here. There's 2 units that have, and I can rebuild this guy, or try to. Okay, so we're going to do a regroup. So let's see. Both of these guys get to remove their shaken markers. And this guy here gets to try to rebuild. I got rolled a 3. He failed. So that's all of the Lion. Remember, this is the battle where the Union lose their first general killed in battle. Lion, about 9:30 during this battle. So okay, we got Sturgis. He's gonna roll a 3 or less. Roll a 1. Okay, so what is Sturgis here? He's got a shaken. So we got Yeah, I think we're going to do a maneuver so that I can maneuver to protect our control of these hexes here. So this unit is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go ahead and go into that hex. And these two guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do the time and a half, and I could have used the Union fatigue. I should have. That would cause yeah. He was here. I think he was like there. Yeah. So with the Union fatigue, I'll roll 2 dice. Okay. One is take a morale hit. Someone's going to have to take a morale hit for stragglers. Okay. So it'll be this bottom guy. Second. Missouri. So then we can move, we get to move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. He goes to there. So we go like that. Okay, so we use the Union fatigue and Sturgis is done. Okay, we're at 53 minutes and we still got quite a few chits here. Heroic stand for the Confederates. Firefight for the Union. They don't have anybody within range really. Well, yeah, we can do a firefight, but it's got to be, what, 1 hex? Let me just hold on to that. Okay, we got Pierce now. Let's see if he might do a rebuild or something. If he can activate. Yeah, he did. Okay, so he's got a unit over here on the broken track. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do a regroup. So with the regroup, okay, so I think they get to remove 2. Yeah, under a regroup, he can remove 2 remove all of the morale hits. So he gets to remove his morale hit. He gets to remove his. And then on the broken track, we get to try to bring that dismounted cavalry out. I got a 4, so no. Okay. That's all right. So we take Pierce out. Price. I got a 1. Okay, so Price, we flip him over. Rains, Clark, Slack, but we've already done Slack. Parson, haven't really done any with him. McBride, where's he at? There he is up at the top. What do we want to do here? Cawthorn. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a maneuver. Try to get around behind and take away these victory points that they're getting over here on Bloody Heel with McBride. So with a maneuver, I can go 6 and 12. So let's see here. Okay. Can't go through the woods. You can't go that way. So no, I don't think that's going to work. So I guess instead, we're going to try to pick off some of these guys that are getting positioned to get into a position to attack. McBride's going to attack. He's going to attack this unit here. So we got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move to there, protect their flank. Okay. So, the first Iowa here. Where's my green? There it is. It gets defensive fire, and he's going to fire at this one. Tell you what, he's going to fire at this one. He's got a better chance because he's shaken, so he's only got a CR of 2. All right, so we've got 8. We rolled a 25 with an 8. So yeah, that was the 2. So routine, might get lucky and knock him away. 2 and a 3, yeah. So he's got to retreat. So he retreats to there. So now it's only going to be Foster. Okay, that's 6 to 8. So he's going to be at 1 to 2. So we start off at 6. He goes down to a 4. Greater CR, yes, with the defense. So we go down again. So we're down to a 3. We got 50% of smoothbore on the Confederate side, so we go back up to 4. He's not on a higher slope or anything. So all right, we rolled a 61. 61. Okay. He's a 3, so it's going to be routine. This heroic stand after the Goesian, so we're on a routine. Let's see what we get. We got a 16. So that would be the attacker is depleted. The defender has to take a morale hit, retreat 2, and cause 2 panics. Panics would have to be, I believe, the panic has to be 2. I think the panic. Yeah, modified 0 of 2 or less, adjacent. So, all right, so right here, the Confederacy want to use their heroic stand. And they want to re-roll the first dice, which is the depletion result. And it's a 4 now. So now it's going to be both. Well, the Union uses their heroic stand and they want to re-roll both dice. So now we've got a 1 and a 2. So with the 1, the the Confederacy is depleted. And with the 2, let's see, he has to retreat. Let's see what happens here. Retreating. He doesn't have any choice. He's got to move to here. So that's where he moves. All right. Next. Oops, we got to put Price back in. We got to turn McBride over. Command Confusion would be played on the Union. Price again. So let's see here. Rolled a 3, so we can activate somebody fully, and I think we're going to activate Reigns over here. So Reigns is going to do attack. He gets 4, so he's going to do an attack. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to go up against that artillery. One, 2, we'll go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3. So the cavalry can stay there, or he can try to slip away. All right, so here's the situation. So if he waits for, which of course he can do defensive fire. He only has a 1. But he can do defensive fire. He's got a carbine. So he'd have to roll a 60 in the 60s to get a hit, to get any kind of chance for, if he retreats during withdraws during close combat before this unit can move in there. But then that pulls him away from attacking here. So if he stays, he can be supportive fire. He's going to stay. All right, so defensive fire here against here. So that's 5. 64. Pretty good. He's got a 3, so it's going to be tough. 51. Okay. 2 depletions, but no retreats or anything. So both of them are depleted. Okay, now here we've got this back off. Let's see this defensive fire. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is this unit has a strength of 4, and this artillery unit is going to fire here. So he's let's see, he's got canisters, so he's got to have a strength of 3. So 3 and 4 is 7. 46. It's going to be routine. 53, routine. Depletion and retreat 1. There we go. Now that unit and this cavalry unit are going to fire here. So 3, I would say it's going to be 4, but he gets only half. So it's actually going to just be 4. 51, 51, and he now, that'll be 3. He now is at a 2. 54, 51. It's going to be routine. So 65, depletion, and retreat 2. Wow. All right, so the only unit, the only close combat we got left is right here. So we've got, these guys are 6 against 5. It's 1-to-1. I think it's just going to be 6. He's going to be at 6. They both have smooth bores, so it's just going to be at a 6. 22. No effect. So, no. We still have to, with close combat, we still have to go to, well, that would be a close fight. 62. There's going to be depletion. And 2. The attacker takes a morale hit, and the attacker retreats. That'll be the top guy. Run, but this guy's going to take a break test. Rolled a 4. 4 is going to be 2 over. He goes to the broken track 2. Okay. Okay, we got rally. This is where I think we want to try to rally. think I might try to rally. Might go back to Macintosh again. So yeah, I could do two. Well, I can't do him. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rally or rebuild okay, he's at least 2 hexes away from the enemy unit. So, okay, McBride right here. Okay, I gotta get a 4 or less. I got a 5. Okay, and then we're going to try this Macintosh unit right there, who has a 5. And I rolled a 5. So I get to rebuild this guy. Okay. So whatever I did with that rebuild, shit, don't know what I did with it. Oh, there, yeah, there it is, rally. Okay, so we draw Dietzler. So Dietzler, okay, he gets full activation. I think he's going to go to an attack. So he's going to go to attack order, but we have command confusion against Dietzler. 1. He's got to go to a regroup order, which he's got 1 unit of that, this unit, that he can try to do a regroup on. Got to get a 2 or less. He got a 2. So this guy goes back to full strength. Put that back on top. And that's all for Dietzler. Okay. All right, so we got Fog of War. And the only chip left is Price. So one of his brigades, and it's going to be Cawthorn, is just going to be disregarded. So we get rid of this. And so now we have Clark, Raines is already gone, Parsons and Clark. These 2 units here. So we'll go try to activate one of them. All right, we got a 1. Okay, so we've got Parsons here. I'm going to activate him as just a maneuver, and he's going to move over here on top of the Sterling headquarters, which is worth a lot of points. Okay, and then let's see, we've got 1 more activation, and we rolled a 4, so we can activate Clark. Now Clark, he's got 1 unit on the track there, but I'm going to do a maneuver with him and have him join Parsons. So this is going to cost him 3 and then 4. He goes to there. So, all right. So that's all of that. The only thing we have left is some firefight. I'm going to have chit that it's going to be disregarded, and we have firefights. Union can go first, and they're going to have, let's see here. Tell you what, we're going to have this unit here fire at the cavalry units. 2nd Kansas against McBride's cavalry up there. Because the cavalry can't fire back. And they're both on the same level. So there's no obstacles. So he's got a 6 and he's got rifle, and it's 2 away. So he's at half strength, so he's got a pretty good chance. See now McBride is cohesion is reduced to only a 1. Okay, got a 61 on what I say 3, 61. So yeah, he's going to be tough. All right, tough 33 is depleted. Retreat 2. Depleted. He's just gone. So they were able. Well, it should have been. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Firing a cavalry increases to 2. He was at what 3? So it goes to 5. 61. Yeah, he's still going to be routine tough. But either way, he's destroyed. So he's gone. Okay. So now the Confederacy have a firefight that they can do. And I think they're going to do something similar. Well, we could do right here. What do we got here? I think we have 11. Yeah, right here. 11 against this unit right here. 11. Oh, we rolled a 12. Jeez, nothing. And he gets to fire back now. At an 8. 22. Nothing. Okay. All right, so that's the end of the 6:40 turn. We're going to go to 7 o'clock turn in the next video. And just kind of pull back. We still have quite a few units on the broken track for the Confederacy. Rains got hit with a hammer. Every unit was depleted in that assault. Come across Sharp's cornfield, and he got decimated. McIntosh, though, has regrouped up here with some units, and they're going to be able to either now move to Dietzler or come help Rains. Things don't look too good for Siegel. So McIntosh may be able to just move on to help with Siegel. I mean Dietzler over here, and leave Rains to handle Siegel. The Union basically, I think, are going to have to fall back and just protect Bloody Hill. So they get 2 points for that. So now they're back up to 10. in victory points. Deeser was able to do some damage to Pierce and then move down and do something similar to McIntosh. He could crack open the middle of the Confederate line here and capture the supply wagons and capture all these victory points. But he's got Pierce here. He's got a 10 unit here, plus McIntosh 7764. Which of course Andrews is not terribly weak over there. 7, 8, and 4. They're going to have to get a hard push. So I think that's what they're going to have to do. In order to win this, they can't just sit back and hold on to these victory points here. Even if they got 3 per turn, what the Confederacy can get in these other points is not going to give the Union a chance for a victory. They've got to get down here and capture some more points. Leave Sturgis up there to guard that while they come down here. Andrews and Deeser really push hard. Maybe even part of Dietzler's forces could move down here to attack McIntosh with Andrews, and that would probably be enough then to be able to run free down here and capture some stuff. Let's see. All they have is infantry, though. Besides this Sturgis unit up here, which they could turn into mounted and turn it loose to gain some of these victory hexes. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Because all I have to do is have 3 or more strength SPs to be able to gain control of these vital objective hexes and the supplies. So that's something Stuart did. He encircled the enemy and attacked their supply lines. So Sturgis needs to have his dragoons or what? Yeah, D, probably dragoons, USD. I don't know. I think the other counter said DR or something. But anyways, so that's something to think about. And let's see, he can only be, well, he's infantry, so he can be there. I was going to say he can only be in that woods hex if he's on a trail, but he's in infantry form. So, okay, so anyways, that's possibly some things for the Union player. The Confederate player needs to be looking to just try to annihilate the Union forces, force Siegel to rout, to get off the map, and then for the rest of these guys to re-enter. To move up toward the Bloody Heel. So, all right, I appreciate your support. This is 82 Game and 12. I'm Lee. There's Frankie, Mom, Little Frankie, and of course Elfie. So, come back and watch us go through another turn of Thunder at Dawn. And don't forget about the big sales going on with the different companies. The GMT sale is already over. It ended on the 19th. But Revolution Games has up to 50% off on these wonderful games. So if you're looking to get into playing the system and you want to try it out, here's a great opportunity. And this battle here is a pretty good battle, I think, to start with. You could do this one or Kernstown. They have a lower counter density, I guess. Probably Kernstown might have less than this. Quite a few Confederate units. But this would be a good one to get to try the system out. And another thing great about these games, they don't have a lot of errata. So they don't have a lot of mistakes that they have to correct. I have found they do have an errata page. So, all right. Yeah.